you'll notice here that there's a long red bar, right? It's a big bar, and it's showing me what? In red, exactly. And it says 6. There's the number 6 right here, as you can see. The number 6 means that I have 6 struggling students. Where are the 6? They're in the column I mentioned earlier. Here's the column: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 are struggling. These 6 students are struggling in all the criteria. They're struggling in all 6, but struggled in the first criteria. And there are 5 in 4. The first 4 are struggling in the column, which is the access alert. There are 2 who are not struggling in that part. Now, how do you know? What do you do next? Click here on that long red bar. See 2 colors here. One shows 6 and one shows 4. The color shows 6 is for those 6 who have issues in that area, and the color shows 4 is for the 4 who have issues with the access alert. For those 4, it says the days since the last access are more than 20 days, not logged in over 20 days. What do? I click on the word notify and hover the mouse. Hover. How do you know? Then what? You click the red bar and see 2 colors. One shows 6, the other 4. 6 refers to those with issues in that area, and 4 refers to access alert issues. Here, it explains the last access is over 20 days. No login for over 20 days. What do? I click notify to email those 4 students. Clicking students opens an email page. It pulls up all their emails. These 4 are the ones who have issues with the access alert. In this case, I come here to these 4, and it tells me that the days since their last access are more than 20 days. They haven't logged in for more than 20 days. So what do? I click on the word notify and just hover the mouse pointer. To email the 4 students with issues, click students. To open a regular email page, it automatically includes their registered emails. Write your subject and message. To send a copy to yourself, click insert recipient list. Attach a file if needed, then click send. You'll be notified of successful delivery. Remember, students must be registered with their university ID, which are registered emails of the 4 students who are registered in the department, and the status of the 4 is yours. But here you will write your subject, you write the subject, and write the text of the message. Okay, and after you are ready, you will write the subject and the text of the message. If you would like to send a copy of this email to the beautiful email, you click on insert recipient list. And if you want to attach a file, you can attach a file and then click the send button so that this email you're sending to those 4 students is sent. You'll also get a notification that the users have been notified successfully. But here's the condition. As we discussed yesterday, if you remember, the student in the class must be registered with their university ID, because you might be sending any message or email, and if the student registered their personal email, the message won't reach them. It has to be their university email. Some students might log in and remove their university email and replace it with their personal email. So this is a point I just want to stress. Now, do you want to send to these 6 students? These 6 students have the same issue. Click here, because you might be sending messages, and if students use personal emails, messages won't reach them. Some might replace university with personal email. To send to these 6, click here and say what you need. The system pulls up the 6 emails, write the body, subject, and message, then insert it to reach your university email. To send to 1 student. You send to these 6 students, they all have the same issue. Just click like this, and you say the words, then you send to those 6. The system pulls up 6 emails. You'll write the text, subject, and message. Then insert it. Then you click on send. Now, if I want to send to just 1 student, you click on that specific student. After that, you click on notify. In the student notification, you'll see only the email for year 5. That's for the part related to this specific student. Now I'm in the tracking center. Click the student's name, enter their page, and click notify. Send the message to the year 5 student. In the tracking center, check responses. Monitor the year 5 student with issues. You'll go into the struggling students page and then click on notify. I'm sending to 1 year 5 student. Only year 5 email appears. That's for this student. I'm in the tracking center. In tracking center, some students responded, 2 haven't. I want them monitored. Every time I enter, I look left to find their info. Data of students with issues will be here, under my observation. I go to the year 5 student with a problem. Click monitor. Clicking the star turns it gold. Student appears here. In the tracking center, the students responded, but there are 2 who haven't. I want those two to be monitored. Their data will be here for observation. I click on the year 5 student with a problem and monitor. Clicking the star turns it gold, showing student 5 here with his issues. He hasn't logged in for 71 days and his activity is under 10%. I need to check his assignment deadlines. I click student 6 and press monitor to see both students here. When I pressed the star, it also became the golden color that you see, and you can see that the student will appear here to me. Student 5 has been struggling for 71 days and his activity is less than 10%. Track 4 deadlines. Now there's another student, so I click on student 6 and press monitor, so both student 5 and student 6 are visible. Hope it improves. Click the star to remove them. We have 5 minutes left before Maghrib prayer. This is about your teaching activity. You made 43 announcements. It details your activity. If you want to remove them from here, just click on that star. Click on the star once and the student will disappear from the monitoring list. They will be gone. Now, we just have about 5 minutes left together. And then we'll wrap up for the Maghrib prayer. We should have finished the second part that you see here. So this is about your activity as a teacher in the course. For example, what do? You make announcements in the course, and it shows you how many announcements you've made for the students so far. 43 announcements. The last one you published was on March 15th. Look at what it gives you. It gives you details about your activity. For example, it shows you the part about assignments. For instance, if there's an assignment or a task or a homework assignment, there are 7 attempts that need grading. What do you need? So if you click here on the word assignment, it will take you to a page that requires grading, showing you that there are 7 attempts. Where are the 7 attempts? Here are the students. The 7 students submitted attempts, which is a special attempt for assignment 432. The student, age 5, sent 3 attempts on the same assignment. The student, age 8, sent 3 attempts. So, how many are these 7 attempts that need to be graded? So, you have to enter each attempt, as we saw in the grading center. Okay, you can either click here or click on the student's name from here, and it will take you directly to the student's attempt within the grading center, so you can see the attempt, give the student a grade, and submit it. This is regarding the tracking center. Let's just check if there are any questions. What's the difference between the tracking center on the left panel and the tracking center next to the course instructor's name or on the right side of the page? Let me first open the tracking center so I can understand where your question is coming from. Where exactly are you referring to? All right, let me give you the microphone. Please, you have the microphone now, and I will open the tracking center so you can clarify your question with the microphone. What's the difference between the tracking center on the left panel and the tracking center next to the course instructor's name or on the right side of the page? Let me first open the tracking center so I can understand where your question is coming from. Which specific part are you referring to? Okay, let me give you the microphone. Please, you have the microphone now, and I will open the tracking center so you can clarify your question with the microphone. Go ahead, doctor. It just seems that your voice is not coming through. The microphone is not. Your microphone isn't working. If you have an external microphone, just plug it in and it should work right away, God willing.